Everything is gone. There's nothing left. The Cheese Institute of Science sent me a message. They said an entire world had gone dark. Every living thing. The trees, the animals, the villagers, all of it just wiped out. No explanation, no warning. One day it was alive, and the next, silence. They needed someone to go in, to figure out what happened, and to try to bring it back. My mission is to restore this world, and try to reverse whatever's happened here. If that's even possible. Because right now, I'm standing in a world that shouldn't be empty, and I have no idea what I'm walking into.
Here we are. Wherever here is, I guess.
Yeah, whatever happened here, there was nothing left in this world. I took a look in the water, and I didn't even see any fish swimming around. I also took a peek at the ruins over there to see if maybe there was anything in them, but for now it looked like just bricks and copper, so I did the only thing I knew how to, and started breaking some wood.
I'm just now noticing these are dead logs, so hopefully they work like normal wood. Also, it just gave me charcoal. It doesn't exactly help my question of does it work like normal wood. If it's dropping charcoal, I'm going to assume it may not, which may be a problem.
Yeah, so I tried making planks out of the logs. It doesn't work that way. It makes scrap wood, and then I got to use the scrap wood to make these flimsy planks. So it takes a lot of wood. It's a process to get planks. Once I finally had wood planks, I made myself a wooden pickaxe and started digging out some stone from the side of this mountain. And I realized that maybe I could use it as my shelter, because I definitely was going to need somewhere to spend the night. Because as far as I knew, there were no animals, so I wasn't going to be able to make a bed, and I didn't really have a plan yet.
Honestly, it doesn't seem like a bad spot to have at least a starter little base set up. I'll dig this out, and then I guess I'll go take a look around.
Once I had my little safety shelter dug out, I decided that it was time to explore, so I grabbed my crafting table and was off. I did grab this oxidized copper, and I didn't realize how valuable this would be, but this is a super valuable thing. This is like the most important thing in this world, because it's the only thing in this world, but we'll get more into that later.
Oh, I got seeds. Wait a minute, there's seeds in these still.
Yeah, I found seeds. The only actual sign of life on this planet so far is seeds in this dead grass. So take that for what you will.
I don't think I'll be able to plant the seeds in this dead earth, so I'll have to find a way to get that to work, I guess. I'll have to find a way to plant them.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to plant the seeds in the dead earth, but luckily, right after this, I found something that might help me do that.
Bridge piers? What do I do with bridge piers? Valve handle? Okay. More copper. Rich soil. Okay, wait a minute. Am I going to be able to plant stuff on this? Wait a minute. I might have just solved a big issue for myself.
Yeah, this rich soil was a miracle, because this meant I would be able to plant seeds and have a steady food supply, but there was one other issue I noticed just after this.
Yeah, see, I'm not even seeing a piece of coal on that cliffside over there, which makes me think there may not be ores, but I'll need to go mining and find that out for sure, because that's a problem if not.
Yeah, the ore thing definitely would be a problem, but a later problem. In the short term, I also needed to figure out what I was going to eat until I could grow the crops.
Not seeing any animals either, which means I'll need to figure out a way to get food. I mean, I can plant those seeds I have, but in the short term, I don't really know how I'll get food. I mean, maybe I can still fish if I find spiders at night. So maybe I'll try to find some spiders.
That was the best plan I had right now, was try to find some spiders at night so I could get some string to make a fishing pole and maybe see if there's fish. And I also would need string to make a bed because there's no animals. This would be this ended up being a big problem. I'm just gonna warn you in advance. This was an issue for me.
So I'm thinking I should go out and look for spiders because I'll need string to make a bed if I ever want to sleep. Because there's no animals. So maybe I go out and see what I can find. And see if there's anything this direction, maybe. There's a spider. Oh, they're poisonous. I'm like almost dead right now. Half a heart.
Yeah, so I fought one spider and was just about dead. And the worst part was he didn't even drop a single piece of string. So I now would spend the next day basically fighting for my life and trying to figure out how I would recover from this.
I may need to just put the soil down and basically wait a couple days until I have food.
Yeah, there wasn't much I could do for right now, so I just camped out in my little safety shelter, and then the next day I started exploring, and, well, I actually found something that was... It saved my life, to be honest with you.
Oh, wait, there's a chest. Photograph? Wait, string. String, I could fish. Hold on. An iron pickaxe. Okay. Oh my god. Copper. That's an amazing find. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this basically was a miracle, because now that I had string, I'd be able to make a fishing pole, and I just had to hope there was still fish in the water. I made my way home, and then I took a look at the photograph I found.
Looks like two guys. The guys just hanging out. I wonder if this is from before the world, well, before this all happened.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to think about. Those guys were just living their life, and well, now there's nothing left but me. I decided to take a look at the oxidized copper and see if there was a way to maybe turn it into normal copper. I found out that with the axe, I was able to turn it back to at least normal copper, and then I would just need to figure out how to make it into copper bars. But in the meantime, I decided that it was time to start fishing, so I made myself a fishing pole, and I got right to it.
Oh, there is fish. Okay, that's really good news.
Yeah, this was unbelievably good news. Now that I'm able to fish, I'll be able to have a sustainable food source, which is
Put those
going to be
sea lettuce.
life-changing, to say the least.
Tell you what, guys. Now that I got food, this ain't too bad. This ain't too bad. I think we're gonna be alright. I think I can save this world.
Yeah, this was a pretty good start so far. I had crops growing and a steady food supply. I figured that now that I had those things out of the way, it was time to try and start figuring out how to reclaim this world.
I think if I go like this, I can make a cutting board.
So the cutting board actually was a really important piece because not only did it let me break down, food with a knife, it also lets me break down the copper blocks. And with that, I get copper ingots, which would allow me to start repairing this broken world.
Okay, well, I feel like I'm getting somewhere. I just need to figure out where to go from here. I think this cutting board will be helpful for something. What I really need to do is, if I'm going to reclaim this world, this destroyed, deserted wasteland of a world, I need to find a way to make dirt, I think. Like actual dirt, not just dried earth. I think there's a way I can do that. I just am going to need a little bit of space and time.
That was my plan, was make dirt to start bringing this world back to life. I was going to need more space in here for sure, and a lot more materials. There's a lot of equipment that goes into this. It's very labor intensive, but, do whatever it takes to bring the world back to what it was.
Give me ammoniac, and that should allow me to make dirt. There's a lot of equipment I'm going to need here, so I might actually go grab more of the, because I'm going to need more copper. I'm going to go see if I can find any more of those copper bricks. Can't believe how barren this world is. There's nothing. There's a structure here. Like an old mine. Alright, let me head home. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Playing in a world where everything's just dead. It feels a little like creepy, to be honest. Like, it's a little eerie, you know? I don't know. Something about being completely alone. Just freaks me out, I guess. I don't know. Like, the thought of not even animals being alive, just... I've been alone in a world before, but I'm really alone this time. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to use whatever I've got to figure this out.
I started putting down these pyrometric braziers, and what I would need to do is light these, and with some other equipment on top, I would be able to then isolate minerals from different things. So I needed to isolate mercury, salt, and sulfur, and then I would have to combine those in an incubator to make dirt. This was a real complex process. This was a lot of legwork. It was intense, but you know, I had to do it. Had to do it to save the world. So here we go.
I think I might have used all my charcoal by accident. I need to make more charcoal to light these. Getting fish? I think fish goes in there? Yeah, fish goes in there. So let me... While that's making charcoal, let me fish.
Yeah, so this is a complicated process, making this dirt out of nothing. I mean, you ever try to make dirt out of nothing? Leave a comment. Go try and do it and leave a comment. Say, hey, I made dirt out of nothing. Here's what I did. And then I'll review it. All right, for accuracy.
All right. That's making mercury shards now. So we've got salt and mercury. Those are two elements we'll need in order to create dirt. So we're making progress. It's 2 out of, I think, 4 or 5, maybe. There's a couple more that we're gonna need. So I'm gonna keep going here. We're getting somewhere. This is good. Okay. The next thing I have to do is I have to fill this. And I'm going to need to put water in the top for that, but I'll need a bucket. However, I can't make a bucket normally because I don't have iron, so I'll need to find sand. I think I see over there. And I can use sand and clay in order to make material that'll help me make a bucket. Then I think I put that down there. Like this? Okay, bucket. Got a bucket. Alright, there we go. Okay, so that's now running, and I'm getting salamoniac. Good. Okay. Alright. This is good. This is good. We're gonna make dirt, and we're gonna reclaim this place. Won't be dead much longer out there, world. I've got you. We're gonna save this world. We're gonna start fresh.
Now that I had those things out of the way, it was time to make the liquefaction chamber. This would let me combine the salamoniac and dry earth into dirt sulfur, which again would be the last piece I need to then make, you know, actual dirt.
And I get alchemical sulfur. Okay, which is dirt. So we have dirt. I just need to now figure out how I make it into an actual block of dirt.
The last step of this would be to combine all my elements in an incubator. Now, I was going to need a lot more space for this, so I started digging out my base a little bit more, and then I got to work setting this thing up. But I basically had to combine the mercury, salt, and sulfur in this thing, and then just out pop dirt.
Okay, that should be the last thing I need to do. Salt goes in there. Mercury will go in there, and then I need to make another... Okay, I have more dirt. Okay. Dirt's in there. I just need more mercury. Okay, and I have a mercury shard. Now I just have to put the mercury there. Okay, I have dirt. I have dirt. Okay. This is amazing. I have dirt. I have real dirt. And I made real dirt. Me in this cave lab made dirt. That's amazing. We're gonna save the world, guys. We're gonna save the world.
Now that I finally had dirt, the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to wait till morning, and then I wanted to put the dirt down and see if maybe it would start spreading. And if not, I'd have to, find another way to try and save this world. So in the meantime, I decided I needed to work on my farm, so I wanted to go get some seeds and, expand my crops a little bit, because I'd have to start crossbreeding these things, which would be a whole different beast. I went inside and I made some of these crop sticks, which I would be able to use to crossbreed my plants at some point. But for now, I basically just spent some time fishing for more mercury, and then I just put the crop sticks down so I could, get my farm set up.
All right, so I've got a few different things planted here. I'll need to make a magnifying glass to really understand like what the different strains of each of them are, but...
So what the magnifying glass does is it lets us understand the genetics of each of these plants to, know how they're going to crossbreed a little bit. But when I crouch, you could kind of see what I mean, but you'll understand better once I have the magnifying glass.
This light might count as light, which is very interesting. Yeah, let's make a magnifying glass. Yeah, see, it tells me their traits. Like, I can see they're like primary trait, and then like this first one's a primary trait, second one's a recessive trait. So I've got to I'm gonna grow these, and I'll try to figure out how I crossbreed them exactly. I don't really know how. I'll need to get a better understanding of how that works. Looks like they're all growing pretty quickly, though. This light definitely does count as light, which is very interesting.
So I started studying how to crossbreed plants a little bit more, and I was able to at least somewhat figure it out, and I got started on that right away.
All right, so I think if I go like this, plant the snowbell here, and I think by putting this here and this here, there's a chance that they can spread over to here and crossbreed. Not a guarantee, but I think a chance. So I might want to change how this is structured so it's set up as two triangles essentially. Let me try wolfsbane, and then let me try wheat. Okay, so we've got two things I'm trying to crossbreed now.
Yeah, look at this. I'm doing science. How about that? I was hoping these are gonna crossbreed the way I need them to, because if so, we'll have some new crops, and that'll be exciting. That's good for humanity. So we'll wait and see.
It doesn't look like any of this crossbred.
I decided that I would just break what I had and keep trying over and over again until something hopefully worked, I guess.
Gives me an icy needle and snowballs.
In the meantime, while I waited for this stuff to crossbreed or whatever it was doing, I just decided I was going to make more dirt. I feel like a broken record at this point, but I needed to save the world, and dirt was all I knew. So I kept doing that, and eventually something good happened. I got something. I did science. Watch this.
Oh wait, I got something here. Carrots. Okay, I got carrots.
Yeah, and not only did I get carrots, I got carrots that were more fertile and like to mutate. So that would be good. That meant I could evolve them into more things, whatever those other things may be. I don't know yet, but I guess we'll find out. That's part of the journey.
I wonder if the other dimensions look worn down and dead. Interesting question.
After taking some time to process my intrusive thoughts and chop down some more wood, I decided that this would be a good opportunity for me to try to get some more spiders. That way I can get string and, make a bed and finally sleep. But I ran into some problems.
Spiders are what I really need. Everything else is kind of just like insignificant right now. There's a spider. Got this guy. Oh, I haven't slept. That's right. I forgot about that. I haven't slept. Can I get his armor? I would like this armor. Nothing. Not a single piece of his armor came off. Okay. That's fine. I didn't want it anyways. Having no issue finding other mobs. But I can't find any spiders. Oh. Sun's coming up, so I probably won't find any now.
After an unsuccessful night of spider hunting and the realization that I had another type of monster to deal with because I hadn't slept in 9 days at this point, I decided to check out a cave to see if there was any ore of any sort spawning, and I realized pretty quickly there was nothing.
Yeah, there's no ores. No ores at all, actually. There's no iron, there's nothing. Alright, let me get out of here. Go back to my plants and my normal life in my dead world.
Yeah, after this extremely disappointing realization that all the mines underground were stripped too, I made my way home and just decided to do a little bit more farming and figure out, I guess, what I could crossbreed.
Alright, carrots look like they grew. Good.
I tried to keep crossbreeding the carrots and wheat to see if anything would come out of that, and at the very least it would strengthen the crops, I guess, if they did crossbreed and nothing new came out of it, so figured it was a win-win situation.
Oh, let's see what happens, I guess. How am I going to get diamonds? I want to make an enchantment table, but I can't even get diamonds. I'm just thinking about that. There's no ores. Oh my god. I'm in over my head. Once again, I'm in over my head.
I spent pretty much the whole day after this just fishing to, get some extra mercury to make more dirt and expand the farm, and then, it was time to go look for spiders again, because I still needed string, because I still did not have a bed.
Okay, well, time for the annual look for string event. I don't think I got a single piece of string from that spider. I do see another spider, though. Oh, there's 2 more string. I seem to always get myself poisoned. I've got to move. This is bad.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I need to get in here. I need to get in here right now.
I'm camping right here until morning. Oh my god. I thought I was done for. Oh my god. I am literally sweating. Holy moly.
Yeah, I that was a complete mess. I almost died on day 9. That was almost the end of the video. But I just waited out the night in this cave, and then I went back home the next day, and I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't even grab any food or anything. I just went right back to farming with a heart and a half left. Life on the line, just farming away. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll have a crop here, a crop here, a crop. Everyone that doesn't have a tube on it, I'll have a crop on it, so I can crossbreed all these.
After that whole weird farming episode, I finally ate some food. Don't worry.
There we go. I'm not on the verge of death anymore. Look at all those guys out there. And try and gang up on me. I think not. Nope. That's not gonna happen.
And I guess I learned absolutely nothing from my last expedition out into the wilderness, because I went right back out there the next night and just kept on looking for string. I was determined to have a bed. I I wanted to sleep. I couldn't keep, you know, dealing with this. I needed sleep.
I'm not getting ganged up on out here. That's what I'm not gonna do.
Take this, you foul beast.
I just want string. Why don't you guys want me to sleep? What did I do to you? I'm trying to save this world and this is the thanks I get?
Oh, here we go. Let's dance, spider. It is my destiny to defeat you in sleep, spider. I'm so close. I need to finish these spiders off.
All right. Now you. You think after fighting these enough times, I would, like, be better at it? 5 string. Okay, I can make 1 more piece of wool. These things are, they're still alive, and it's morning. It's, like, fully daytime, and they're still alive. I'm gonna walk away. I'm confused by that. Don't tell me they're able to just survive longer and longer as the world is like this. Please don't tell me that. Complain about being alone, and what do you know? Guess my actions have consequences? Shocker.
Yeah, I had some more string, and I don't know what was going on with those mobs still being alive during the day. I'm not sure if that was just a glitch or what, but a little concerning. Anyways, I just spent the rest of the day pretty much doing some fishing, because I, 1, needed more food, and 2, needed more mercury to keep making dirt. Once night came, it was about that time again. It was, you know what time it is. It's time to go find a spider and hopefully get a bed. So here we go.
This is monumental if it happens. I want to go to sleep so badly. I'm losing it. I'm going out there. I'm going out there.
And you won't believe it. I went out there and I took down the spiders and I got the string and then I went home and guess what I did? That's right. I built a bed. I built a bed and went to sleep. That's what I did. It was amazing.
Oh my god, finally. I've been awake for 10 days straight. Not anymore, though. Fully rested. Rested and ready to take on whatever's out there. I'm a new man. Watch out, world.
I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you liked this video because it was a lot of fun to make. So if you did, let me know in the comments for sure. I also wanted to say if you want more content in the meantime, I've been posting some behind-the-scenes stuff on my Patreon. So feel free to join the community there, and there's plenty more stuff coming along the way, which you'll see on there. So thank you guys for watching. I love you people, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.